guys, today I'll be going over a very easy and simple tutorial for pest farming in Hypixel Skyblock. So to start out, you will need, or at least I would recommend, a full manted set, or I think, yeah, Fermento Armor would still be better than Biohazard. But anything below Fermento, I wouldn't really get into pest farming. I'd just focus on getting your farming level to farming 40. And then after that, I would focus on the main equipment pieces. These are absolutely needed to get into pest farming because they, as you can see, reduce the cooldown of pest spawns. And without Finnegan as Mayor or Minister perk, you can get the timer all the way down to about 2 minutes and 15 seconds per spawn. And with Finnegan, I think rates drop to as low as 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'd completely skip over, but if you head to Philip and go to a shop, you need to get this Pest Hunter relic because the plus 80% bonus pest chance significantly increases your rates. Another thing I did skip over is you will need a Infinivaccuum Hooverus. Using the Buzzing Reforge will allow you to one-tap pests. If you have a Hedgehog, I think around levels 75 to 80, you can then put the BD Reforge on your vacuum for the extra 100 farming fortune, and it will also one-tap pest. To go over the recommended armor, I would recommend a full Helianthus set, manted for the maximum bonus pest chance. If not, you could do like 2 Mossy for the bonus farming fortune. Fermento armor will work because it is better than Biohazard. If you need to make money quick and you don't want to manually farm, you could do it with Fermento armor. Your rates will be cut though. We move on to pets now. The required pets will be a hedgehog, a slug pet, or mosquito pet. Mosquito pet is better, but a lot more expensive. So if you have the money, go with mosquito. If not, just use a slug, it's fine. If you want to make extra money, a rose dragon, an elephant, or a mushroom cow will work. So we will go over the farm itself. And one big note, which is required, or your rates will die. Pest spawns can spawn in adjacent plots to the plot you're farming in. So if you were to just farm in a simple plot with a lot of adjacent plots, the pest can spawn in 4 different plots, which will hurt your rates. So one workaround is to buy one of the side plots and then close it in with a greenhouse plot because pests can't spawn in greenhouse plots. So it will trap it to where pests only can spawn in the plot you're farming in. So for example, I bought a side plot here. I built my farm here. The adjacent plots would be the plot 10, plot 21, and plot 5, but I don't have these unlocked, and I have a greenhouse trapping it, so they can only spawn in plot 15. To move on to the actual farm, I just have a simple side-by-side wheat farm, nothing crazy. I have my pest traps on top. Obviously, if you have pest traps, put them in your plot. It's faster to get to them, more money. Now that we've gotten everything out of the way, we are now on to how to maximize bonus pest chance, a good bonus pest chance to sit at, and how much your hourly will look depending on your bonus pest chance. So the very first thing you will realize is once you have your relic, you already start with 80% bonus pest chance. Without manted, I think you sit at around 100 extra bonus pest chance just from your armor set. And through the equipment pieces, you get about another 25, 30. So that's around 100. That's around 210 bonus pest chance just from your equipment, armor, and your relic. Then you'll move on to your chips. This is where a big one comes in, is the Vermin Vaporizer chip. You will need this legendary max for the maximum bonus off of it. That's another 100. That'll put you at 330 bonus pest chance, which is what I'm sitting at normally right now. If you have a slug pet with a brown bandana, that's an extra around 70. If max level, around 100. That'll put you right around 430. Obviously, there's recombobulators for more bonus pest chance. The manted armor bonus will give you another 20 if on all 4 armor pieces. And once you have all that, that's pretty much maximum bonus pest chance. Obviously, the other chips that are very important for pest farming are simply just the Hypercharge, the Rare Finder for farming in between farming the pest, so more money, And then you have the crop shot chip, which is just more farming fortune, so more money. So now we will be going over the rates per hour and what it'll look like for you depending on your bonus pest chance. Around 400% bonus pest chance right now. For me, I can get more with everything I have equipped in. I get around, just from Pest, around 500 to 600,000 coins every 2 minutes. So just off Pest alone, I'll be gaining around 18 mil alone off Pest, and in between the 5 minutes with a level 100 Mushroom Cow and a full Helianthus set with Philip's extra bonus for Pest for Farming Fortune, I make around another 500k in between that 2 minutes. So we can actually change that to around 1.1 million. So right now my rates at just 400% farming bonus pest chance would send me around 33 million per hour. And if you're around 300%, I think the rates do drop off. I think you will sit at around, I want to say, worst case scenario, 20 to 23 mil. Obviously, the higher bonus pest chance, the more pests spawn, the more money you make. The more farming fortune, the more money you get from the pest. So obviously aim for as high of a farming fortune as you can get, as high of a bonus pest chance as you can get. I do believe that pest farming, once you have Fermento set, overall will always be better than just manually farming. But there is more work put into it, so if you are just a lazy farmer, I wouldn't recommend pest farming. So I do understand that for some people this guide will be somewhat difficult to follow. I am sorry because I'm on a whole different setup and I have to be very quiet in the location that I am. So I will go through everything, like all together, as a process to show you what it looks like, how it's done, and just the normal routine. Just for everyone who is stuck, just follow through everything that I do. Now that we're going to Pest Farm, we warp to the garden, we're ready. Once you have all your setup, you're ready to go, you'll go up to Philip and you'll trade in your pest for the extra farming fortune. With the chip upgrade, you'll get even more than 200, so for example, I get 360. We will go to the plot, or wherever our spawn is, and equip our best pet for farming. If the pest cooldown is already ready, we're going to equip the slug for the bonus pest chance, and all we're going to do is farm. Okay, so the pests have spawned, so all we're going to do is, if you have the commands, if not, just /set spawn. You'll want to switch to your hedgehog pet, click in chat, and just farm the pest. Once the pests are all farmed, you'll switch back to the pet you use just for money. So I use the Mushroom Cow since now there's a 2-minute timer. You'll just warp back to your garden and you just keep farming. And then once the timer cuts down where the pest cooldown and it says ready or there's 1 second left, again, just for the best rates, switch back to your slug pet. Pest will spawn, set your spawn, hedgehog, farm. That's all it is. It's very simple. I know this guide is somewhat complicated. I'm not very best at explaining things, but that's all there really is to it. Doing Jacob's contest, every contest, you'll probably guaranteed a silver in any crop you want to do. I wouldn't recommend melon. And with the Jacob's ticket that you will get from that, that is an extra mil to 1.3 mil, so that's even more. And you also have your pest traps. I would recommend getting pest traps because over time they will fill. And that's just, obviously, it's just more pests. You just go up here, release them. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And you just release the pests and then farm them. That's all it is. The best pest I would recommend is in your vacuum. For money, if you like to gamble, do slugs. Because when you farm a slug, there's a chance that they drop pets. An epic will sell at George for 500k. A legendary will sell for 5 mil. If you don't want to gamble, I would recommend just doing not just a pest for beetles, because Netherwort is the best right now, selling wise. The Sprayinator is required for the plus 50 bonus pest chance. So if you're wanting to gamble, just spray plant matter. If you're not, spray dung. If you spray dung, obviously, if you want to do beetle, and then spray plant matter if you want to do slugs to gamble. That's all there really is to it. Just increase your bonus pest chance, farming fortune, make money, and upgrade. That's all there really is to it, and that is the complete guide to pest farming. I really do apologize for the bad quality of the video. This is my first ever video, technically, that I'm making. I am at a whole different location, not my main setup. A lot of stuff's different, so other videos will be better quality, just overall better. So sorry again for the quality of this video.